The MK party draws inspiration from the revolutionary wisdom of Amilcar Cabral, who said, "Hide nothing from the masses of our people, tell no lies, expose lies whenever they are told, mask no difficulties, mistake failures, claim no easy victories." In the spirit of truth and accountability, we must address the naive recommendation by the Independent Commission to approve a salary increase of Mr. Ramaphosa. While the Commission operates independently, this recommendation, along with Mr. Ramaphosa's likely acceptance, raises serious concerns about ethical leadership and its insensitivity to the struggles of ordinary South Africans. At a time when civil servants are denied salary increases and face the threat of retrenchments under the guise of cost-cutting and under-collection by SARS, approving a salary increase for Mr. Ramaphosa is an insult to the nation. It sends a disturbing message that the burden of austerity must be borne only by the poor working class, while the privileged few cruise nicely. South Africans are enduring a period of immense economic hardship, with soaring unemployment, rising inequality, and deepening poverty. Public servants, the backbone of service delivery, are being asked to sacrifice, yet the head of state, a billionaire with immense personal wealth, including game farms, stands to gain further from the public purse, where the Gogos also contribute. This is insane. This is immoral. It must also be asked whether this alleged shortfall in Mr. Ramaphosa's remuneration since 2018, when he initially declined salary increases, hasn't already been compensated by the yet-to-be-accounted-for pala dollars under the mattresses and sofas, or the sale of the buffaloes that were allegedly sold but never collected. Today, we are asked to forget about the findings of the Section 89 panel, which found that Mr. Ramaphosa has a prima facie case to answer for allegedly violating his oath of office in terms of Corruption Act, PRECA, foreign exchange regulations, and tax evasion. Honorable members, the decision that this House is asked to make today cannot be viewed lightly or in isolation. It has no single atom of altruism. It reflects a broader trend in societal rot. The trend of prioritizing the enrichment of a political elite over the well-being of the people. True leadership demands humility, sacrifice, solidarity, and selflessness, not luxury and entitlement. The MK party rejects this unjustified salary adjustment in the strongest terms. It is a betrayal of the public trust and an affront to millions of struggling South Africans who queue up for a mere 350. The MK party, government in waiting, has got two recommendations. One, indefinite freezing of all top-level salary adjustments, starting with Mr. Ramaphosa. Secondly, salaries of public office bearers must reflect the nation's economic realities and foster solidarity with citizens. We reject the let-them-eat-cake posture of the ANC and DA coalition. Approving this increase would deepen the divide between the leaders and the people they are meant to serve. The MK party rejects this recommendation. Thank you.
EFF.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Greetings to the Commander-in-Chief, commissars, fighters and ground forces fighting off in the heat wave of Tabazimbi. Victory is certain. Speaker, the EFF rejects the proposed draft declaration increase for Mr. Ramaphosa's salary to nearly 4 million a year. The same person in this office of the presidency whose well-being the state is responsible for in every respect. We pay for his petrol, accommodation, travel, electricity, water, and even for entertainment. We pay for everything of Mr. Ramaphosa. The president should be ashamed of himself for accepting this salary increase under the current economic circumstances. He has failed to grow the economy, refuses to grant public servants an inflation-adjusted wage increase, and is unwilling to increase social grants. He is the same president who have cancelled the 350 released grant, yet we want to increase his salary. This is the same man who presented to us that he is a billionaire and is having his own money. A billionaire that stuffed his cushions and couches and beds and pillows full of US dollars that he didn't declare at SARS, he didn't declare at the Revenue Bank. That is the same billionaire that today is asking this House to adopt an increase. If I was Mr. Ramaphosa, I would have said to my comrades, don't bring this here because you are just embarrassing me. But because he's money hungry, he's greedy, he accepts such proposals to increase his salary. Meanwhile, workers are told they cannot accept salary increases because the economy is struggling. These are the people who deserve wage increases, not Mr. Ramaphosa. That was proclaimed the billionaire president. That today want this House to accept his billionaire, his increase of his salary. There are many police stations that doesn't have enough police vehicles, doesn't have enough police officers. But Mr. Ramaphosa is coming to this House seeking for some increase. There are many communities and universities that doesn't have enough universities and TVET colleges, but yet we are here seeking an increase for Mr. Ramaphosa. He should be ashamed of himself and not accepted this and not even bring this motion here by the commission.
Honorable Mhlangwini, can you please take a seat? Order, honorable member, what's the point of order? And under what rule?
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, I'm rising on Rule 85. I think the Honorable Member is casting aspersion on the President. He says the President is greedy. Can you check that if that is not breaking Rule 85 on casting aspersion?
I'll check on that. Can you please continue, Honorable Mhlangwini?
Thank you very much, Speaker. Many communities doesn't have water. But Mr. Ramaphosa here wants this House to adopt his salary. When he had his cabinet meeting last week, he should have advised you, Speaker, and say, take off this motion off the agenda. I don't seek any increase. I have accumulated enough wealth. I'm taken care of well enough by the state. My flights are being paid. My everything is being paid, even my medical aid. He even seek a medical attention outside. So we should not, we are rejecting this proposal.
Honorable Mhlangwini?
Yes, Chair, yes, Speaker.
Yes, your time is up, but if you can please wait. I've noted the EFF's rejection. In terms of Rule 85, as the Honorable Member had raised his point of order, and I said I'll come back. Indeed, the word you have used in reference to the President, particularly the word greedy, is unparliamentary. Can you please withdraw?
In which context, Speaker?
In the context in which you raised it because you were impugning on the member.
Okay, it's greediness to want an increase. I withdraw greedy, but it's greediness to want an increase.
Honourable Member, you can just withdraw and go and take your seat.
I withdraw.
Thank
because
you.
I still have work to do here.
Thank you. IFP.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The IFP has no declaration. Thank you.